4 teams tied on top, Fnatic, Polaris, T1, and Team SMG with 3 wins apiece. So if T1 can take this series, then they would put themselves in first position.
I think this game in particular as well is very important for TV in the positioning of his illusion, by the way. He wants to try and deny away this water rune if he can. As actually looking to try and get a little bit more aggressive onto Carl. Okay,
what?
well.
Wait. That was so much damage. Look at this, though. They're moving the bot instantly. They know Enryu's about to hit level 6. They want to try and kill off Enryu before he gets to this mark, though. With the help of Zephyr TPing down, Gabby's got 3 points in the Rocket Barrage, so the magic damage should be enough to take away the life of Enryu. That's a big kill for T1. You can just slow down this next tower.
I don't think Cuckoo really wants to rotate through just yet.
It seems like your way to initiate's all on Cuckoo getting that next item. So it's going to be on the 4 other heroes at T1. He can always TP down if they feel like the fight's necessary. Well, he's going to do just that. Because look at the backstab from Zephyr. He's going to be in a position to block the retreat avenue, so Neon's just going to stand their ground. Cuckoo falling low, but he's able to reset, and Carl jumps in. Mass amounts of AoE damage, and Avatar mode drops under the pressure, and now they can turn their attention to Enryu. Stuck in the tree landing overgrowth, giving him some breathing room, as Carl still doesn't have the ultimate available, but he lands a perfect Aether Remnant. As 2 for 2 trade at the moment. Jing trying to scurry out to the western side, and he will make it. And they're going for this with the relocate. All right. Still got an astral step back up for Carl, but it's going to miss on the combo. Goes to the high ground instead with the dissimulate. And now he does have the arcane to play with. So Carl, his abilities will be up shortly, but it's a beautiful word we like to say in space, as you've got Asta farming across the map. And you also have all the other heroes back alive.
You can still join relatively quickly if you TP in with the extra speed that you get from tree walking.
Have thoughts on Abeng's item build with the Veil?
I don't hate it. I mean, a lot of these heroes, like, you've got a Gyro, right? And he wants to farm, and he needs farming items to do. So he's going the second item BKB, but I feel like there aren't really that many heroes that want to build into that right now on T1. It's all about survivability and initiation.
They are going to run it to Cuckoo top. Exorcism committed from Avatar mode, and they will easily take away the life. Very nicely done. But what's happening by the triangle is Asta's caught out. Gets the meta now with a relocate onto the backline, but the meta really does nothing without anyone to be able to protect him to have the damage. But now the reinforcements have shown up as a relocate. A couple of seconds. Can they keep the Gyro alive long enough? They will not. As Io gets out to safety, but Gabby will end up dropping the same location as the Terrorblade dies. Greatest vision on Neon. It's a lot more of it placed around top. It's going to be off the back of a bang to try and block the smoke maneuver into the triangle, Asta. But Asta still without it. Instant jump from Cuckoo, and they'll have plenty of damage before any other hero shows up. And, well, they'll even run into the Hoodwink as well. Jing just revealing his position at the front of the secret shop, so a double for Cuckoo.
The thing is, I honestly thought that Neon would be getting the better part out of a lot of these trades, because if this is the way you're going to play, just like pick off heavy Dota, just play completely separately.
Carl, they jump into the Hoodwink. They were trying to set up a trap for Carl farming the lane. Unfortunately for Jing, under vision, of course, with the homing missile. Carl's going to have a remnant up surely. Oh, what?
It was a clever play. He tried to use the sharpshooter to bounce himself back a bit more, but the remnants still got him out.
Radiant counter-smoke themselves.
It's the power of this Io Gyro. Still reveal a lot on the map while not taking away your teamfight presence. Who's going to find who? Not in Roche, Cuckoo. Where are they?
We're going to see Waimon. If they can bring down the Iron, it's not that huge, but the counter initiation will not matter as it bangs in the overgrowth. A 1-for-1. Gabby with the BKB standing his ground, but they've got the Fiend Script from afar. Zephyr won't have a long enough duration, so Avatar mode will be able to keep his life. They're continuing to chase Zephyr to the north. With the remnant to the T1 tower, it's Gabby battling versus Avatar mode. And without the Iron, there's going to be no escape for Gabby as DP easily chases down the carry. And Neon, they hit back.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's a little aggressive. I mean, they could very easily just kind of like backpack Asta a little bit here. Just make sure you're playing around him. They're going to walk into the pit with the double damage. Oh.
He starts, but they're TPing instead of relocating, so there will be no follow-up. And that's both actual step charges on cooldown. So they're going to use this And Ryu runs into Cuckoo. Oh, that's perfect if they can get rid of the Sand King. He might have to buy back for the Roche defense.
Even if he does, they know he doesn't have boots of travel. There's no towers as well, so it's going to be a little while until he rejoins, and they don't have the double damage anymore.
There's the buyback, but it's too late. They need
That's
a way to
way too
scout
late.
out Roche, but it's going to end up dropping with no contestation. Carl's in straight. Oh, a defensive Sunder from Asta. He's still going to lose his life down to the cooldown, but Avatar mode brute forcing inside the triangle, and they have no way to go through the Death Prophet. Exo Siphon, so much damage with the BKB expiring. Avatar mode still has to respect him at the moment. He doesn't have any more Siphon charges, but Gabby, he still ends up dropping the relocate just too late. Carl's able to clean up the Death Prophet in the river, but back to Enryu they go as Neon. They left the Dragon Knight, they fed him to the Wolves, and in the end, it was actually an okay fight for T1. T1, who are the heroes that they have to bring down to start? Because we put a lot of emphasis on like the IO, and I think Cuckoo's jumpers hold that thought, and Ryu. Walk straight past Cuckoo. Of course, they can always bring Gabby along with Whitemon down. They're going to do just that. Carl's in the middle. Asta pops the BKB. He's going to stand his ground, but how do you cancel the Fiend's Grip? That's where Avatar mode's able to come into play, so Cuckoo gets ripped apart, but Asta still has to kite Gabby. And BKB soon to expire. They've already lost 2, and I feel like Neon, they can continue on for more, but the control is the issue as Carl off for the west, and they will not catch up to the Void Spirit. As they are moving towards the triangle. They've got really good vision nearby on T1.
Look at that. They instantly pinged
that's
out
a huge
as well.
choreo. Was that all of the Agonics?
Okay.
No, it didn't have the point
Believe
boost
so.
up, but Enryu jumps. Cuckoo with the follow-up. They're unable to bring down Car with the chain control, but Cuckoo's heavily committed into the middle of the fight. So an early pop of the Aeon Disc is still retreating to the west. It looks like Whitemon forced to relocate him out to safety.
Did, and well, they're at least going to be able to claim the IO for it, but yeah, it feels like not quite enough. But I saw that instantly. Cuckoo, he pinged out Abeng instantly. Like, he is the one that they want to be able to take down.
But Asta sees Gabby, and they will not run the same direction. I like T1 their read. They know they're down a man, but Die used a lot. Exo on cooldown, multiple BKBs. You still have meta those. Cuckoo.
Oh, they found
no,
Cuckoo.
Jing.
No, Aeon.
Sees the Sandstorm, so they know exactly where Cuckoo's positioning. Carl's gonna fly over the tree line to provide some space, but it's not enough. Cuckoo trades his life for Jing, and now Asta, he wants more blood as well. Can easily get rid of the Nightmare. The Skadi slow, really an issue for Gabby. The BKB maybe allows him to TP out. They need to continue to right-click him, but instead, it's Carl doing the dirty work off to the side. Killing off one of the other supports in a bang.
And Carl is doing so much work in this. Like, you lose Gabby there if he's not right on top of Abeng, making sure he's not able to get that Blink Overgrowth off.
Carl is 8-1 and 10 right now. Having such an exceptional game. Asta, he's still got BKB. He's got a little bit of Metamorphosis still as well, but the Fiend's Grip out. They need a way to cancel this. A bang, waiting the wings. The Overgrowth now into the Sunder, but without the meta, they won't have the damage on Asta. He's running to the middle, trying to find a target, but it doesn't matter. T1, they kill off the Terrorblade, and now they can get the remnants of Neon. It's Enryu, the next target. A killing spree for Gabby. And what a read for T1. They see a weakness. They sense blood. They knew Asta was alone, so they pounce.
IO helps. Jara being able to run away a little bit. Well, maybe not now that he doesn't have boots, but you just want to be able to reset, have them waste those big cooldowns, and then look to re-engage.
I think you don't contest this. You need Satanic on Asta. You bought out. You don't have buyback. You have to get it off goal. Okay. And I think you're fine. Like, you can go through ages. Outside the base they go. Unfortunately, they will lose their ward, so they're going to continue trekking down south to the outpost in their other ward.
You don't want to run into Gabby first. This is one of the few situations where you don't want that.
See Gabby. Cuckoo as well. Okay, if you get rid of the Sand King, really valuable to the lineup of T1, but they are just going to look to prevent this. Carl jumping to the backline, but Gabby's falling low. Asta with all the damage, but it won't matter. Cuckoo flies over the tree line. The Burrow Strike giving a little bit of breathing room, but Asta's got an opportunity to pop the BKB, and he's standing his ground, ripping apart the life of the Sand King. Asta still has to be cautious. They're kiting Gabby to the west, and Gabby, he just hasn't been able to do any damage to the Terrorblade. They've done it. They've held off the Aegis advantage, and Neon now looking for more stragglers. Carl's got Astral Step up in a couple of seconds. To the right he goes, and he'll be okay. Wow.
No buybacks, but Metamorphosis is running out. No Exorcism. Elder Dragon form as well, not there because DK was the one hero to actually die in that engagement. So look at Carl. He's having to do it all again. And
How?
He does clear it out.
What the ones? Whoa!
Jing,
Carl
jing,
pops! Just like that! A sharpshooter enough to take away the life of the Void Spirit. But now down Carl, you might lose 2 full sets.
Absolutely. You know, Bane can't do crap against this. Have to highlight it was a great overgrowth coming through from Arbeng as well, just to allow Asta to sit back and do work.
It's backstab. It's a huge wraparound from Neon. Get confirmation. Zephyr is in an awkward position. That's a huge pickup. Going to be a lot more map control going the way of Neon now with the gem in their hands.
The one plus side for T1 is if you die, they're the team that actually wants buyback, right? Because it's not super heavy committal.
Still down the Bane.
They find Gabby. Look at Arbeng. He's way on the back lines.
Turn to Gabby. Carl's going to try and disrupt him with a follow-up on Cuckoo. The Terrorblade falling low, but Asta stands his ground. BKB Sunder out, and instantly Carl's in trouble. The overgrowth out to the southern side. Carl's going to be okay. Now you need to protect Asta. BKB's expired. Featured out. They don't have a cancel without the overgrowth. Asta gets murked in our avatar mode. He might end up dropping, but it doesn't matter. A relocate to the backline means that Gabby finds a second. Smoke up though, Neon. Pathing their way to top. T1 playing by their secret shop, and Neon on their own high ground.
They know they're hanging around. They saw the Acorn tree put up there.
Oh, he sees them all by the outpost. Cuckoo's got the follow-up as well, just onto Enryu. Towards the west, Asta's trying to stand his ground, but it will not matter if they lose avatar mode. It might be able to buy back to rejoin, but without the outpost, it's going to TP to the lane. Asta still, he's lost his BKB. He's got the Sunder. Can he land a target? Straight over to Carl. And Overgrowth keeping them inside the location. But Asta unable to right-click into anyone. They're continuing to kite the Terrorblade. But you're taking the fight into the lands of Neon. But it will not matter as Gabby, way too much damage. She'll end up dying. It's Avatar mode bringing this fight back into their favor, but Carl,
this will be a dieback.
Buying back in they go, dieback onto Avatar mode, and now Jing's stuck on the high ground. He too will be another casualty.
Oh, it's up in 4 seconds, this Roshan. Gabby's like, oh man, I wish it was there, but he just has a look back. They'll be able to find it out again. Oh no, they know he's here. He's farming underneath an observer ward here on Asta.
Oh, Asta.
He just fought back. Carl, can he do it again?
They're relocating.
2 seconds. Reload.
There's nothing he can do. There's nothing Asta can do. BKB on cooldown. They preemptive tip. The preemptive tip is they've had enough. They know there's no way they can stay in this game with the dieback on Terrorblade, and T1 will take out game 1.
Woo. What an entertaining game coming through there. Neon, I thought they had it for the longest time, but they dragged out the game long enough to be able to get that burst damage that they needed.
Man, Waimon already having 2 points in brain stuff means this lane is very difficult for them to play in. See, Enryu only 9 last hits, and bottom lane, they are chasing down a Bang. If we can deny the bounty, at least is taking something away from T1, but no, he still gives up his life in return. My God. That is a great point. As top lane, Gabby tosses Enryu closer to Whitemon, and with only 1 point in the Burrow Strike, he will not get a whole lot of distance. So he's now going to be relying on the Quelling Blade to find a path through the trees to escape. They drop the Sentry for vision. Beautifully played from Whitemon. Does Gabby get the kill? Yes, he does. So, yoink, I'll take that one with a treat. Thank you very much, Whitemon, from setting that up.
Yeah, there we go. Harassment out. Oh, the pushback. The Ripper.
Oh, that's the most action we've seen from Asta. Okay, Avatar mode's gonna run into Waimon. Ben gets rid of the Nightmare. Oh, he drops the ultimate for it. Okay. I feel a little bit unnecessary, but nonetheless, Avatar mode getting their first kill of the game from Neon.
Witch Doctor and Warlock and other healing supports so much more valuable because they give you something that you can't get somewhere else.
Which they are incredibly bad at the moment. I'd love to see Witch Doctor and Warlock back in as a Bang. Really nicely done. Pops the smoke, and like you said, I mean, this game, his role is really just dying.
He's
That's
just
it.
Standing there.
Like,
He's just standing there.
How does Carl...
He cold snapped him to get the kill.
How much damage is the first tick?
Not much.
don't even know. All right. They're going to get Enryu as well under the Sandstorm protection. He's completely out of mana. And Zephyr! What is that positioning? Overgrowth on the backline, anticipating their maneuver. And they've got plenty of follow-up in the Sonic Wave. Really just, it makes T1 more angry. It doesn't even do anything the tree could do. He can hit towers with alacrity. That's the game plan.
He's the real Giga Chad, that's for sure. 32 damage, by the way, does level 4 Quas do. With the cold snap.
Yeah, is it going Halberd, do you think, with the Sanj?
Potentially. I mean, he might just go Kyron Sanj, why not?
All right, Enryu charging up the epicenter. A Bang's nearby as well. They're going to look to try and burst down Cuckoo. And the living armor will do nothing as Cuckoo pops to the magic. Gabby also TP's out, so there we go. But you get a big kill. It's Cuckoo dropping. Jinx still chasing Zephyr. Got another Urn Charge to play with. Zephyr really doesn't want to use the Overgrowth defensively, but now with the rest of Neon, able to pounce over the cliff line, they will find another kill. So, okay, Neon, you got a couple and more time for Asta to find his farm.
It does reveal a lot,
speaking
though,
about
right?
Asta, Waimon and Carl are nearby. Waimon's going to be able to lob down the Fiend's Grip, and this instantly sets up for Carl's Meatball and opposite side of the map. All right, Neon, smoke up with 4. They do have ice blast back up and no epi. Once again, it's another support looking to put their body on the line and breaking the smoke as T1 trying to come towards the area, but Whitemon gets hit by the combo. Carl stepping in with the haste, targeting down a Bang, a quick and easy kill, but now he's looking over to Avatar mode. The ward in the backline is scouting them out, but there will be no extra follow without Gabby nearby to offer the blink control.
Smoke from T1. No, smoke 5-man smokes from both sides. So let's see who's able to claim the high ground first. T1 have the vision advantage right now. Oh, that's a good target to go on.
If they can bring down Cuckoo, nice Force Staff, and now instantly all their combos being disrupted. A Fiend Script to the northern side, but the BKB protecting the Queen of Pain for some duration, and Zephyr holds the Overgrowth to the last second, making sure there's no escape as Radiant's heroes are just crumbling under the pressure. And Ryu feels forced to jump in, but there will be no follow-up. Is Cuckoo still charging for more? Yeah, that's a good question.
I think they have one.
Okay. Got the trap vision, so they're going to see Zephyr. Gabby's nearby to start, though. He's actually going to just look to jump the Ancient Apparition, but now Gabby's stuck in the river. Asta's trying to siege down, but a great Force Staff disrupts the epicenter combination. So Gabby's out of harm's way. Nicely played once again. The support's on dire, as both times these fights are just disrupted the combo.
It's disrupted the combo, but as well, got to give a shout out to Zephyr, right? Laying
Gabby's
down
back
that
in
Nature's
top.
Grasp.
They're going to have enough damage. Gabby, level 18 already, and just rips apart Enryu's health pool.
It's going to be a little bit of a stopgap solution, right? Until at least you're able to finish up the BKB on Carl, as well as yourself. So that's going to be a nice way to protect the rest of the team. It is an eventual smoke that comes out, but...
Enryu, they're able to land onto Gabby. Pipe is out. Not a lot of damage to initiate the fight, and now Cuckoo's got free reign. They're going to continue to jump the backline, but an instant Fiend Script means there's no escape for the Queen of Pain, as Gabby still might pop to the damage. Enryu puts his body on the line. Gabby's still not dead. They used everything to try and kill the Tiny, but they don't have the damage in the tank. There's now Asta, a defensive BKB to TP out, and Gabby, he gets the last say in the team fight. In he goes, blowing up the Weaver, and now they can move this to the pit.
Oh, will it land on Cuckoo? There's the pipe.
Gabby, the
BKBing. Okay, anyway, it's worth it. You still are under the danger of them just like blink tossing you back into a Fiend's Grip, and the only interrupt you have for that is a Sand King, who probably won't be able to get in place to
Oh, look at this. Baiting the double damage room, but Gabby, once again, in he goes, claims the life of Avatar mode. Now Waimon's still going to be in some trouble. The Halberd up Asta, so the BKB completely wasted on the Templar Assassin, and the rest of Neon just need to step out of the fight, but a Bang swipe down. 2 hits from Gabby, easy as that.
No Solar Crest just yet. No drums or anything like that, so It feels kind of okay, I suppose, on Gabby, but it's just going to be hitting like a truck as soon as he picks up that AC.
Oh, Gabby's going to run into Avatar mode in the river. Not enough damage, but he blink instantly to chase in the tree. Oh, that's enough as Gabby well-deserved tips. In fact, it's Asta giving him the props. Good luck keeping track. Are they even gonna... Are they gonna get it now?
It might be 0. I might have been right.
Hang on, you did change. Hang on.
I know, I might have been right.
Okay. Oh, Gabby! Look at the damage with the alacrity. They got XL as well, so this T3 tower is instantly taken care of. And Ryu's gonna try and charge up. They're onto the Death Prophet. Force Staff has already been used aggressively on Carl, so they're unable to use it to help out the life of Cuckoo. Gabby's still a raid boss at BKB. Claims 1 barracks and TP's out. Can they get any more? And Ryu's not gonna blind Burrow Strike, so...
Remember the OD Pixel clip where he's playing Puck and he goes, Gabby, Gabby, Gabby?
No, I don't, honestly.
Do your research, my man.
Gabby.
Oh, no.
Oh, now with the Sunstrike,
no.
this time it's enough.
Clip it.
Oh, oh my god. Oh, no,
It's nearly level 25. Also, if you needed anything else, you got a Titan Sliver.
Top
Tiny
lane.
is by far the best hero here.
They're on to Enryu, so they're gonna find another core across the map on T1.
He's getting more.
Jesus. Godlike on Gabby.
Oh no, Carl, you can't do that to him.
We've just got 2,300 health. I don't know how. So Sankey gets 1 hit as well.
Double fluffy hat, bro.
Let's see. Asta's gonna give them all the information, but they've got the detection. What?
Okay, so the TA gets 1 hit.
Oh my lord. Gabby's just chasing for more, pillaging time deep inside the base. Look at the cleave go to work. As the Fountain will not protect you, just give it the rampage. You may as well. Cuckoo steals it with the ultimate, but T1 continuing their momentum. They dropped their first series of the spring tour, but they have won the next 4, and now they will take top table.